Hi, I'm Joe Davies, and I'm 16, so recently I've been doing my GCSEs. We did our biology exam, which was absolutely ridiculous. It was trending number one on Twitter for an hour, so it's obviously bad throughout the whole country, not just a few of us. There was questions about underage drinking, independent companies, that's business studies, not biology, colour changing snails, alcoholic rats. I mean, I thought we went to doing biology, not general knowledge. I've got so much more to say about this subject, but I'm not got enough time, so see you another time. Thank you very much, great story. So, down south, we have got a little bit of rain and high temperatures of 16. And if we move on to Northern Ireland, we have quite a lot of sun and 15 degrees. They're quite lucky at this time compared to the rest of Great Britain. And then if we were to move up to West Scotland, there is sun and rain. And then up here, right in the north of Scotland, we have low temperatures of 1 degree C, with winds of 15 knots north. So if we move down to the east coast of Britain, we've got 14 degrees as high temperatures and quite cloudy and a lot of rain. Now if we move on to tomorrow, we have got sun all over and highs of 19 degrees down south. We then move up north to Scotland, where we have highs of 13 degrees. And then if we move on to Northern Ireland, we have sun with 15 degrees, and Ireland, as ever, has no weather. Thank you, hopefully the next week will be greater.
Welcome to Teens on Screen's news report. Here are the headlines. Britain's 15-year-olds are suffering due to pressure at school, feeling fat and drinking too much, according to a new report. Teenage boys and girls in England, Scotland and Wales are less likely than the average child from 42 other countries to report a good life satisfaction and liking of school.
McDonald's in South London has temporarily banned anyone under the age of 18 from eating inside the restaurant without adult supervision. The branch of fast food chain in Sutton imposed a 2-week ban on all unaccompanied children and teenagers after a series of incidents of unruly behaviour. Young customers reportedly poured soft drinks on staff members, smashed windows and vandalised furniture.
A 12-year-old girl accidentally runs a half marathon after signing up for a family-friendly 5k run. Tracy Shaw, a 12-year-old student from Leeds, was worried she was going to be late when she went to the starting line of her race. She set off with everyone else and started running the Leeds and Bradford City Challenge, which is over 13 miles long. The 5k she was due to embark on was a little over 3 miles, meaning she ran an extra 10 miles without questioning it.
And finally, volunteer police cadets from St Albans and Harpenden celebrated their achievements of the past year at their recent annual award ceremony. The event took place at Sir John Laws School in Harpenden and was attended by Neighbourhood Inspector Adam Such and Police Crime Commissioner David Lloyd. The evening began with a parade and uniform inspection, followed by a presentation and award ceremony. That's all for now. We'll be back again at 6 o'clock. Hello, I'm Joe, and today I'm going to be trying to sell you the cheat ball. It's brought to you by Slazenger, and what it is it's a tennis ball containing an electromagnet, and the tennis racket also contains an electromagnet. You can download an app onto your phone when you purchase it, and you get a special code which allows you to get onto it, and this can change the intensity of the electromagnet depending on your skill in tennis. It's not really for professional use. The whole point of it is for small games, if you want to appear good in front of your friends, or if you're trying to impress someone, for example, a girlfriend or a boyfriend. The cheat ball, the normal retail price is $19.99, but we're selling it to you for $16.99, so you get £3 off. It's not actually released until the 21st of June, so you won't get your product until then, but it's such a good product, I wouldn't mind waiting a year to get it. I hope you join me next time, where I will be selling you another great gadget. Thank you. Hello and welcome to Teens on Screen magazine show. So today we'll be hearing about the latest gadgetry, the latest news and the latest football transfers. But first we'll go to Victoria in our Manchester studio with the weather.
Thanks, Joe. It's a very dreary day in most of England, especially down in the south. It's very cloudy and the most chance of thunderstorms. However, as we go north, we can see the chance of more sunshine and there's less heavy rain, especially to the east of our country. In Northern Ireland, there's a maximum temperature of 15 degrees Celsius with a bit of sun. However, in London, it'll be about 16, so it's not as warm as we'd like it for this year. Back to you, Joe.
Thank you very much, Victoria. And now I'll pass over to Cameron with his gadgets.
Thank you very much. So in this day and age, smartphones have become incredibly advanced, and they can accomplish anything, almost anything it seems. But here we have quite an exquisite piece of technology as an alarm clock. It has AAA batteries. Not only does it have functionality to tell the time, but it also gives you the temperature and the humidity, and it will wake you up at any time that you desire, since it has an alarm as well. Now, if you want to find out the date, well, you can. If you want to find out if it's Christmas or not, you can press this button and it will give the date. I personally think this is a very affordable, functional, and I would certainly gadget, and I would certainly recommend it. Back to you, Joe.
Thank you very much, Cameron. And now I'll pass across to Matt with the news.
Thank you very much. This just in, a 13-year-old girl from Leeds has just started running the Bradford to City Leeds Challenge. She was worried she was going to be late for a family-friendly 5k run and just managed to get into the time. She was worried she was going to be late when she went into the Bradford to Leeds City race. She set off with everyone else and started running, which was over 13 miles long. The 5k she was due to run was a little over 3 miles, meaning that she ran an extra 10 miles without questioning it.
Well, that is exciting, Matt. Thank you very much. Now let's pass over to Lewis with the latest football transfers.
And this is just in. Manchester City have signed Ilkay Gundogan from Borussia Dortmund. They signed him for £21 million, which is a big sum of money for him. The 25-year-old is 5'11" and plays in central midfield. He had a 5-year spell at Dortmund, making 105 appearances and scoring 10 goals, which isn't a bad ratio for a midfielder. And that's all from me.
Thank you very much, Lewis. Now we're going to talk about an issue in the news at the moment about a gorilla in America that was shot after a 3-year-old boy fell into the enclosure. So, Matt, what's your view on that?
Well, I think it's very poor parenting from the child's parents that the gorilla was together with, and I think it was absolutely unacceptable that the gorilla should have been shot and killed because of the poor parenting.
That's a very interesting view. Lewis?
Well, the only gorillas I know are the Manchester United fans, so I don't really have a view on this.
So, Cameron, what's your view?
Well, certainly I think that as a parent you have some responsibility for your children, but I also I agree that the zoo has a responsibility to keep all its guests safe, so therefore I think that the zoo needed to have more signage to let guests know that the animals are going to be dangerous and that you really shouldn't be in the enclosures.
Okay, I'm going to pass over to Victoria in our Manchester studio to her view.
Yes, Joe, it is a very controversial issue that has exploded all over social media. However, I personally think that it was the zoo's fault entirely, as why was the child even fell into the enclosure in the first place? It should have not happened at all. There should have been better signing, there should have been better security, and these people, it's very sad indeed.
Thank you very much, Victoria, for your opinion. We'll see you again next week with Teens on Screen magazine show.